Welcome to the Sacred Commerce podcast. This is the first in what will be a weekly-ish series of podcasts where we discuss the work of sacred commerce and our work in emotional literacy and emotional intelligence. Mostly it'll be discussions between the two of us, but sometimes we'll have guests. And today we are in
Temple of Bacchus in Lebanon. This is the Bekaa Valley in Lebanon. There are some amazing leftover of Roman cities, and this is the Temple of Bacchus, the temple of fun and celebration and joy in the middle of a valley of wine and cannabis. This is the temple of celebration, lots of rituals used to go along here, and it's funny that this is our first vlog together, since joy is one of the main ingredients of emotional alchemy and what we like to promote.
which is really a core concept in sacred commerce. We always say one drop of joy can heal oceans of anger, fear and pain. So why don't we share with them a little bit about what we're doing?
Why we're here.
Yeah.
We are in Lebanon. We've been on a 9-month trip so far around the world, moving from city to city, not knowing where we're going next. And lo and behold, 9 months after, we found ourselves in Lebanon, my home country, where I grew up. And so we're anchoring here for the next 3-4 months. And we're working on 3 multimedia mini books and series of videos and trainings, all extracted from the sacred commerce materials and some of our research since the book came out and experimentations. So we'll be working on 3 books, and we'll be coming out by the end of the year with some really exciting stuff.
Let's share the titles.
The titles will be, the first one is called The Age of Consciousness, Heralding or Surfing the Chaos and Disruption. The second one is called Inner Commerce. It's about resonance causation. And the third one is called Resonance Leadership. And it's about beauty, goodness, and truth as the missing or the forgotten ingredients in leadership.
So tell me, the other day when we were meditating, the download you had for the Age of Consciousness.
With the Age of Consciousness, many people ask, well, there's a new world coming in, and there's changes, and there's disruption, there's chaos, and what's going on? And what's going on is that humanity for hundreds of thousands of years has been moving, evolving from age to age, from the Stone Age to the Bronze Age to the age of agriculture, Industrial Revolution, just finishing the age of information. And now we're entering the age of consciousness. People say it's between or around the year 2012. Ages from one to another and don't come at a certain date at a certain time. They're like waves, curves. They come in slowly and they peak, and then another one comes in. So there's always an intersection between the one and the other. And what does that mean, the age of consciousness? Well, it means that not unlike in the age of information, information became available to everyone and all over the world, anywhere. A kid in Zimbabwe, Africa, can access the same information any doctor can access in America. So in this age of consciousness, higher consciousness, that high awareness, understanding, that bliss and joy and becoming love is going to become available to everyone, not reserved only to the mystics and guru and saints and caves and so on. So that's what's going to be happening. The world will be completely different and new, not a new and improved one, but completely new, completely different. From age to age, for the age to die and a new age to come, there's always disruption, there's always chaos. And people try to make sense out of that and try to understand it and try to stop it, and that causes pain. And the best way to do that, to surf into the new world, is basically surfing the chaos, as we will talk about on the next episode. But that's basically what's the age of consciousness, and there'll be more detail about how we are here and what does that mean to become in a new world, what does that mean conscious evolution, what does it mean beauty, goodness and truth, and all of those new features that our brain, mind, heart system will evolve into.
what's most exciting to me about where we're at in terms of the age of consciousness was, as you said, most of the people kind of heralding this time have said that it started coming in strongly around 2012. But from what I understand, we're just about to hit the hockey stick curve. And everybody knows what happened when we hit that with the information age, when the internet came. We literally went boom, and all of a sudden all the information was available to everyone, whereas only 10 years before it had been available to almost no one. And that is exactly what's about to happen with consciousness.
And
it's a very exciting time to be alive.
And when the new age come in, it basically the old is dying, a new culture, a new society develops. All the old paradigm basically dies down, and new paradigm just shows up or are created. We can see that already in our finance paradigm. The old money note, credit card is not enough. Now we're talking about crypto, we are talking about tokens and so on. Same thing with the economy and education and technology and environment. There will be a new mythology, a new ecology, a new economy. Everything is going to change. Capitalism, there will be capitalism 2.0. Democracy is dying, it's old. It's not working anymore. There will be a new democracy or a new system of self-government that will be created. So a lot will be dying, and trying to do things the same old way as before, it's not going to work, or it's going to work with hardship. And it's just moving forward. And it's painful if you don't know how to do it. And we don't have a manual of operation.
So important to just lift above the chaos, just in the times when we do stop and meditate and go deeper, and to just look at everything from a different perspective, because that is where the answers are coming from. It's coming from those people that pause enough to look at things from a new perspective. Like, we know the old ways are done, but we're having glimpses of what could take their place, and it's why I think meditation and self-reflection is so key always, but especially to these times of great chaos.
And working with higher sources, working with God, working with our higher self in partnership, because the way you serve that chaos, you need to surrender, to higher sources, to surrender to the light, to love, and to be lifted out of the world we're in. That's what I call surfing, to land in the new world. I always had problem with the name, with the word surrender. I just hated that. Like, what do you mean? I'm a control freak. What do you mean surrender? To whom? But then I learned it's not about submitting, it's about submission. We can surrender without submission. And only when we surrender and we trust sources higher power than ours, then we can get lifted out of so much stuff. We can transcend the old to enter the new.
And begin to see what's coming, because I think one of the things that's so complex is that, our measuring devices are all set to see what we see. So to see beyond that takes surrender, because it's something that we haven't seen before. So it's like a continual process of surrender to allow something to be different, to allow it all to change. Very interesting times. So we look forward to just discussing these topics on a regular basis. We really welcome questions. Please send them to info@sacredcommerce.com.
And like everybody says, don't forget to subscribe and put like.
Thank you.